Alright guys, this is Jack, aka Jolly Noggle, back for box number 3 in our box opening series. We will also have a fat pack, or a bundle, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I want to call it a fat pack. And the Planeswalker decks to open in a few days. So we'll wait on those, but in the meantime, I got one more box, and hopefully we'll get some good stuff. The last couple have had some really good mythic ratios, so hopefully we can keep that up. Also, I've noticed that, I don't know if this is a thing, so don't quote me on this, but every time I've gotten a foil rare, the box, or that same pack also had one of the rare flip lands. Every time. So it's 3 out of 3 times this has happened. So in terms of like statistics or whatever, it appears to happen every time, or at least that literally happens every time for me. Let me know if you've noticed the same thing. I'd be interested, because that's kind of a cool way for them to kind of be like, "Oh, you got a foil rare. Here's a little bonus or whatever." So if that's the case, it'd be really neat. Anyway, let's get right into it. This is my third box, so we're gonna be going a little faster here through the commons and everything. Alright. Riverwise Augur, Brainstorm on a stick, Legion Lieutenant, Vampire Lord, Siren Reaver, and Tendershoot Dryad. Not super exciting, but this is actually the first one I've opened. For 5 mana, you get a 2/2. If you have the City's Blessing, each one of your saplings get +2/+2. Otherwise, at the beginning of each upkeep, you get a 1/1 green sapling. While it is kind of expensive, I feel like it's appropriate for the ability. I think it's a pretty solid card. I don't know that it has a home anywhere. It's a fun commander card. A lot of these, that you're going to hear that a lot. Like, I mean, if they're not good in Standard, Modern, or anything else, commander is always potential home, but I think it will actually be a good home. Alright. Path of Discovery. Your creatures get to explore when they enter the battlefield. Flood of Recollection, Aquatic Incursion, Shake the Foundations. Oh, it's actually the first Tempo Altasaur I found. So if a source would deal damage to another dinosaur you control, prevent all but one. So this is great for Enrage. Just a really solid ability. It's a pretty well-costed dinosaur, although obviously there are better stats. Oh, Dominaria, I'm so excited. It's right before my birthday, too. There are better stats on dinosaurs, but that ability is pretty solid. Alright, Highland Lake, Merfolk Searcher Dude, River Ambush, and Silent Greystone. It's always a good pull. I mean, it's not exciting for this format or anything, but potential long-term card. Nice. Merfolk Mistbinder, Sanctuary, Raging Registrar. Oh, this is actually the first time I've seen this card too. Tillinolli Summoner. For 1 and a red, you get a 1/1. It's always a 1/1, of course. Whenever it attacks, you may pay X and a red. If you do, create X 1/1 red elemental tokens that are tapped and attacking. At the beginning of the next end step, exile those tokens unless you have the City's Blessing. Potentially really good, especially if you have the City's Blessing. When does it check for Ascend? Because if it's at the end, like, potentially having a bunch of those would put you into that Ascend. Interesting. Kind of weak, but, like, if you want a bunch of 1/1s late game, I don't know. Potentially good. But super easy to kill. Dies to what? Dual Shot, Rile, Shake the Foundations. Like, so many cards kill that thing. Oh, yay. This is my first Hwatley. Huatli, Radiant Champion. She gets a loyalty counter for each creature you control. That's pretty great. Target creature gets +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control. Alright, pretty great too. An emblem, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you get to draw a card. I mean, I feel like, I don't know if green-white tokens or anything is a thing. I don't know that, green-white is a weird color combo for her, right? I mean, maybe like flavor-wise it makes sense, but I don't know that there's any deck that's really running green and white right now. Maybe there will be, but hard to say. I feel like most of the tokens are in white and black. Alright, there we go. Noggle Primal Tide. Can't be countered. You have no maximum hand size. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, I get to draw a card. Discard 3 cards, exile it, and bring it back. Sweet. Cool card. Alright. Ooh, focus. Imperial Ceratops. Enter the Unknown. Silvergill Adept. Gulta. Man, he is everywhere. A Raptor foil. Gulta. You know him, you love him. 12/12 trample. He casts for as little as 2 mana. Probably will be most of the time. Fanatical Firebrand. I mean, I kind of want, like, I feel like with, in Commander, like, you're going to run either Sakama or, Gashaf. And I think their colors are green, red, and black. So you can't actually run. Ooh, we got a flip land. Adonis Climb. This card also loves me. It's a good card. Gets a counter on each one of your creatures every turn during your combat. And then if you got 1 of 3 or more, it becomes this, which basically doubles your creature's power and toughness and gets flying. So not bad. But you can't run... are they white? No, Gashath is white, red, green. What is a comma? Anyway, you just can't run all the elder dinosaurs in the dinosaur commander unless you, I don't know, go with some random 5-color commander just to get all the dinosaurs in there. Blood Sun, nice money card. Always happy to see you. Chupacabra! Induce Amnesia. Is there a foil in here? There is a foil. Ooh. Thrashing Brontodon. It's a pretty solid uncommon, actually. 3/4 for 3 is already good, and then you can late game use it to destroy something. Induce Amnesia. It's a fun card. I don't know, there's a lot of really creative cards in here. I feel like they did a really good job of being creative and coming up with kind of unique ideas. The set's not perfect. I mean, none of them are. It's hard to make a perfect set. But I think they did a really good job. Ooh, Mythic. Interesting. Time Stream Navigator. For 2, you get a 1/1. Of course, it's a 1/1. If you have Ascend, you can put it on the bottom of its owner's library. Take an extra turn. Man, that's great. I feel like there's a lot of ways you can try to recur this somehow. Yeah, taking extra turns is always awesome. Now we're in the second third of the packs. Cruising. Alright. Flood of Recollection. Forerunner. Pirate's Pillage. Mastermind's Acquisition. Tutor and Wish. And 1 card. Pretty good. Will it see play? Maybe. Maybe not in Standard. We'll see. Woodland Stream, Forerunner, Expel. Ooh, we got a flip. Come on. Profane Procession. This is one that exiles creatures, and then you can bring them back. Man, I really want that other one. I wish I knew what it was called. All these names are harder to remember because they're a little bit more specific. And some of them sound really similar. Another Titanoli Summoner. Titanoli's, sorry. Titanoli Summoner. It's funny, I feel like I always give crap to like Saffron Olive, and I mean some of the better YouTubers, because they are terrible at pronouncing things, but you know what? It's not easy. Direfleet Poisoner, Flash Death Touch, gives other guys Death Touch. Foil Colossal Dreadmaw. Alright, we're doing pretty good. We got well, just the one mythic, but we got Blood Sun and 2 Elder Dinosaurs, so far so good. I think we've got a Chupacabra or 2. Ooh, another flip. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there it is. Journey to Eternity. 1, a black and a green. Enchant a creature you control when it dies. Return it and this to the battlefield transformed. And then after that, it can add mana, or it can return creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Just busted. That's awesome. Be interested to see what some of the price points are. I was reluctant to look. I don't like to focus as much on the finances of it, since I'm mostly doing this for collection purposes. It's always nice to recoup your money on a good foil or something, but since there's no real lottery cards in this, mostly just trying to get my playsets and make some decks. Release to the Wind. It basically allows you to exile a card and then cast it again. The important part about this is that it allows you to cast it. So you get the casting trigger, which for a lot of cards is a lot better than just to enter the battlefield trigger. So you can potentially do some pretty cool things with that kind of flicker ability. The fact that you can cast it without paying its mana cost is crazy. Alright, Bishop of Binding. One of the ones I'm missing is the Mythic Vampire. The one that is basically like Bob, like Dark Confidant, but it only hurts the other player, which is awesome. But this is essentially a Fiend Hunter that can use the ability of the creature, uses the ability of the creature you exile to buff your other vampires. It's just so easy to kill. It's a 1/1. Like, all these are very fragile cards. Fragile power and toughnesses. Charis Hatchling, Golden Demise, Deadeye Brawler, and Silverclad Ferocidons. I hate you so much. That card, it just doesn't make any sense. Why would it be an 8/5 with Enrage? Like, Enrage creatures should have naturally stronger toughnesses because they're taking damage more, and I get that makes them more powerful, but why would you have an enraged creature that's going to die easier? That doesn't make any sense. Also, it costs 7, so even a 7/7 will be better stats than an 8/5. It's not aggro, it's too expensive, so it doesn't make any sense. I just wish it was either a little cheaper for those stats or something. I get that its ability is strong, but still. Captain's Hook. Wow, we're just like, I don't know, I'm getting triggered. A lot of these cards are cards that I'm not a fan of. Or the last 3 of the cards that I'm not particularly a fan of their design. I think they were just made with the wrong stats, especially for rares. Strength of the Pack, Blazing Hope, Oathsworn Vampire, Ward Kite Marauder. See, this is a card I actually like. When it attacks, it turns one of their creatures into a 0/1 with no abilities. Pretty great. 2/1 flying. It's a good early aggro card. It makes it so you can kill their stuff a lot easier. Ooh, Chupacabra. Siege-Horn Ceratops. It's another card whose stats are wrong. I feel like maybe have it cost one more and make it a 3/3, but by the time it gets hurt, it's probably dead anyway, so it's not going to get the counters. Foil Water Knot. Alright, we're stuck down with the second and third. The packs. Alrighty. Imperial Ceratops, Daring Buccaneer, Famished Paladin. We got a flip. It looks like it is the Golem one. I feel like some of these flip cards are rarer than others. I mean, I'm sure that's the case, but like noticeably, I've been getting more of a couple of them than others. I could see my luck. But I think we have all of them now, which is good. There's just a couple I would like multiples of. Ooh, okay, so this is another way to test my theory. So we have a foil rare. In the last boxes, every time we have a foil rare, we have a flip rare behind it. So while this rare sucks, potentially... Yep, alright. Nice. Storm the Vault. Storm the Vault's one of my favorites. It's the one that turns into the, why can't I think of it? Turns into the Clarion Academy. So, yeah, bonkers. It's great. Wonder if red, blue, I guess it would be black for Revel and Riches. So that would be what, Grixis? Grixis Revel and Riches. Brass's Bounty. Get a treasure for each land, and it costs 7. So expensive, but it's a powerful ability. You know, what do you do with that much mana, or that many treasures? Like, I guess you put in the treasure deck, huh? Relentless Raptor. Ooh, Chupacabra. Polyraptor. I really like this card. I've got a couple of them now after all these boxes, but he's actually really sweet. Whenever he's dealt damage, he gets a copy himself. I mean, that can just get so out of hand if you could... there's been a couple cards I've been looking at that deal 1 damage to each creature. And if you could do that, like... I don't know. I feel like you could do some pretty busted stuff. World Shaper. Puts lands in your graveyard, then brings them all back. Getting kind of to the end, and the last half of the last third. Whatever that means. Strength of the pack. Expel. Heliopterus. Seafloor Oracle. I like this card. I like having multiples of them. I can't be mad at that guy. Alright. Winding down. What do we need? We need the black Elder Dinosaur, the white Elder Dinosaur. We need the mythic mono black vampire. And we need Kumena. Deeproot Elite. This is a card that is really good for the Merfolk deck, so I will happily take as many of these as possible. Ooh. Cool. Foil Forsaken Sanctuary. Alright. What do we got? 6 packs left. That's enough for 2 Elder Dinosaurs and a Mythic, right? 2 Mythics. Come on. Ooh. Foil Plains. And Arch of Araska. If you have the City's Blessing, you can pay 5 to draw a card. Again, kind of expensive, but still pretty cool. I just feel like you have to compare the abilities to similar cards, and there are just cards that do more for less. There we go. Alright, so that's one of the Elder Dinosaurs that it needs. A Talpa, Primal Dawn. For 8 mana, you get an 4/8 with Flying, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible. It's kind of like a Chroma the Dinosaur. It's so cool. I'm excited about that. That's cool. Let's definitely go into my Dinosaur Commander. Alright. Champion at Dusk. Ooh, foiled Chupacabra. I wonder what he'll fetch. That's got to be pretty decent. That's actually probably a better pull than this guy, but he draw X cards, lose X life, or X the number of vampires you control. Potentially really good. Like, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good upper end vampire deck when you know, played out all your cheap stuff. You put him down, you kind of refill your hand. You might lose a bunch of life, but there's so much life gain in the vampire deck that it shouldn't matter too much anyway. Ooh, wow, nice. So did we get both? Yeah, we got both Planeswalkers in this box. Alright, well, not too shabby box. Alright, I'm not going to complain too much. I still need a Kamina, but you did not disappoint, so I don't really mind. So far, we've gotten a Blood Sun in every box, which is great. It's kind of unlikely, I guess. Tomb Robber. God, I hate this guy too. He's just so easy to kill. I mean, I feel like there's so much removal that it's going to be hard for a lot of these creatures to stay alive. So aggro is just going to be like trying to beat out other more controlling decks before they can get enough mana to kill everything, which is going to happen. Sphinx's Decree. This also pisses me off. This card should be an instant. Like, it needs to be an instant. I don't know why it's not. Again, I don't know if that would make it too powerful, but, like, that seems reasonable for that particular card. Anyway, so that was the box. That was pretty good. We got a couple good stuff at the end there. We got some good cards at the end there. I feel really good about this box. We had 3 pretty solid boxes. I feel like Rivals is doing a really good job at having a good amount of good cards. We're still missing a couple, but that's okay. I might have to end up ordering them, but maybe we can trade in that Chupacabra for some mythics. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll check you later.